It's not just the lights, it's not just the sensors. You need to really be on top of the integration and the data. I've been to several summits and conferences on street lighting, but this summit I feel is really good because we seem to have a good mix of people with a good understanding, not only vendors and councils, but people who've got the broader interest of the smart controls and the smart city as well.
There was an exciting presentation from the ladies of Copenhagen. It was impressive how they did the structure of lighting in Copenhagen. And there have been the discussion panels, which have been quite interesting for me, about all the topics, about safety and security within cities.
It is really interesting hearing these experts talk about the specific things you need to consider when designing a network so it's safe, secure, and the lighting component of it is actually reasonably straightforward. But the IoT side of it is emerging and quite tricky.
The amount of smarts that these devices have these days is fascinating and incredible, but the level of control that go along with them isn't there yet. And that's the challenge for the security industry, is to continue to work with these other industry bodies to try and get to the point where security becomes baked in and that we're not finding ourselves having to sort of chase and try and apply band-aids after the fact.
It can be really difficult to set the demands for having the street light, which has a very high focus on maintenance because all the costs are so high, and trying to combine that with innovation can be very difficult to set the correct demands for the market and for the suppliers.
So we replaced 1,064 lights. That's mercury vapour and compact fluorescent. It meant that we are achieving 13 years of financial savings. And on top of that, it's 900 tonnes of greenhouse gas emissions, which for a small council is a big deal. It's the biggest sustainability project that we'll ever be a part of.
So we are really now witnessing a lot of new technology that's been introduced, and no doubt that technology is here really, but how to actually utilize that technology, that's another question, and that's really something that a lot of people here thinking about.
The biggest feature that we're here looking at in terms of smart lighting is just to see what's available, see what other people are doing, particularly over in Europe where they're a bit ahead of us.
I look forward mostly at the summit is seeing what other people are doing, but also meeting new clients and exposing ourselves to new opportunities. There's so much things going on at the moment. It's just a great chance to showcase your product to the public, to the councils, not only in Melbourne, but also in other states.
The quality of the delegates has been fantastic. If you're looking at from the people from Melbourne or Victoria, going out to people from Queensland, WA, we've seen a whole selection of people from different sectors of an industry we probably wouldn't normally get a chance to speak to. So the opportunity of being here under one roof with these people here, it's been really worthwhile, and we'll be back next year to enjoy it further.
To me, a smart street light is one that you don't notice. When you walk down the street, it just provides this beautiful environment. You look at all the other things around you, from the shops to the cafes to the environment to the happy people walking the street. And in the end of the day, it always works. It's on when you want it on. It can be dimmed down when you don't want it, and always presents the city in a favourable light, so it's well presented and clean and neat and tidy.
So the event in 3 words, great networking, that's 2, and interesting speakers.
Challenging.
Very, very good.
Back next year, that's 2 words.
Invigorating.
It's exciting, it's Melbourne, it's Australia.
And passion.
Very big street lighting event. Can't do it.